Hello, welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I am your host, Matthew Horkey. It is Christmas Day actually here. We are in Zagreb for a month before we head to the US and take care of a few things there. But we just finished up a crazy 7 weeks of travel. We did an intense media trip through Slovakia over 2 weeks, where every night we were changing places. We were tasting from morning to night. It was pretty crazy. After that, we got back to Budapest. We made a small little press trip to the region of Szexárd in southern Hungary. I'll have more videos, more articles on some of those visits later on our website. And our friend Vedran from Zagreb came up and met us in Budapest. And after we were done with Szexárd, he said, "You know what? I don't feel like going back to Zagreb right now. What's more interesting to me is northeastern Italy." So we drove all the way from Hungary back to Friuli-Venezia Giulia, one place that we love so much. You know, we were there earlier in 2017, visited about 9 or 10 of the top producers in the region. We had a lot of fun. I was really, really, really impressed with the quality of wines there. It's one of my favorite regions now currently to drink from. So it's cool. We went back. All we did, it wasn't anything that we were doing work related. It was just leisurely. We just tasted some new vintages. We bought a few wines to bring back to Zagreb. And basically we had a good time because this time of year in December, it was a little bit warmer there. So who did we visit? It was nice. We got to revisit our old friend Miani. For those of you that don't know, Miani is one of the cult producers in Italy. Makes only about 15,000 bottles a year. His wines are very difficult to source from, very difficult to get, expensive. We got to visit and retaste some of the new vintages from the barrel in his cellar. It was fantastic. I have a previous tasting article about Miani. I'll put it in the description box. This year, we were blown away by the 2017s we tasted from the barrel. He barrel ferments all of his whites. I think that we were really impressed with the Magnás Friulano, if I remember. The Ribolla Gialla Peterin was also very nice. And the Merlot and Refosca was tasting divine. If you haven't checked out Miani's wines, you should. They are powerful, rich, long, and very opulent wines. Another producer we revisited was Meroi, another one of our good friends. He's actually in the same town as Miani. And we had dinner with him. We got a chance to taste some of the wines that we hadn't tasted before. What we were most impressed with was his Chardonnay Vigna Dominin 2015. My goodness. It was one of the best examples of Chardonnay we've come across in that region. It was round, big, not over the top, not too woody. Still had the ripe melon, the ripe peach flavors. Minerally, it was buttery, but not too buttery, and long finish. If you can get your hands on that, it's well worth checking out. I think I had it around 4.7 out of 5 on Vivino. I thought it was a fantastic wine. Another visitor we checked out again was Borgo del Tiglio. Now, Borgo del Tiglio, another premium producer in Friuli-Venezia Giulia. This is his Friulano 2015. He makes 2 different sets of wines. This white label is his entry-level wine. He makes a green level called Gran Selezione. These wines are also very difficult to get, small production, hard to come by. Last time we tasted a lot of vintage Gran Selezione wines. This time we just tasted the standard wines. I was really impressed with the Friulano, even the entry-level Chardonnay. Beautiful wines. They're all barrel fermented, low yields. These is also a winery to check out. One of my favorite critics, Antonio Galloni, called Borgo del Tiglio one of the greatest white wine estates in the world. Check it out. We also got a chance to taste their Verduzzo, a sweet wine aged for 15 years in the barrel. My friend Vedran was so impressed that he bought a bottle. It was almost like drinking tiramisu out of a glass. That's how I describe it. A couple producers we found for the first time, actually. We tasted these guys at the Orange Wine Festival a few months ago. This is Paraschos, an old Greek family living in Friuli-Venezia Giulia next to Gravner. This is the Ribolla Gialla 2012. If you can't see that, I will put that up on the screen later. They macerate their wines. They try not to use sulfites when they can. This Ribolla, I think, was excellent, outstanding. I don't have full tasting notes for it yet because I just sampled it at the Orange Wine Festival a few months ago. When I fully taste this, we'll put tasting notes up. They are also making some excellent Merlot, aged Merlot. Nice little estate, nice little family. I think they're only producing 15,000, 20,000 bottles a year. They are worth checking out. Another estate we bumped into for the first time was a small producer called Maniios. This is his Friulano from 2016. See if you can get that up close. Nice small producer, inexpensive wines right outside the town of Cormons. Making Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Friulano, Sauvignon, Malvasia, if I remember. I thought these were really solid, well-made wines for low prices. That's why I took a few bottles. Nice little family as well. So, wow. We also checked out a couple wines from one of our favorite producers, Bastianich. Joe and Lydia Bastianich have a huge restaurant empire in America, and we get to chase some old vintages of their cru wines. I personally was blown away by their 2004, I believe, Vespa Rosso. And then also by their new 2015 Vespa Bianco. Those are their cru wines. And then their top wine is called Calabrone, kind of like an Amarone off-dry style wine. We tasted an older vintage of that, and Shireen was completely blown away. I was really impressed for such a big name. Don't get put off by the big name. Those wines are well-made and super enjoyable. So, Friuli, great little area, great little corner of the world. They're making some delicious wines. If you get to see Friuli-Venezia Giulia wines on the wine list, you should check them out. Guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I will see you at the next episode.